What if your credit card is designed to keep you in debt? You think you're paying it off, but a balance of $1,200 at 19% interest if you only make the minimum payment takes 91 months and over $1,000 in interest to clear. Reward queues cut your brain's pain of paying by 30%, and autopay doubles the chance you will only ever pay the minimum. This isn't about bad habits, it's a system built to keep your balance alive. A swipe, a beep, a promise. The first credit card arrives in a crisp envelope, bold letters flashing that say, "Earn while you spend." For Carlos, it feels like a win. His inbox fills with offers: $200 for signing up, 0% interest for a year, double points on groceries and gas. The pitch is everywhere, every dollar back, every purchase a step closer to free flights, gift cards, cash in the bank. It is not just spending, it is earning, stacking rewards, playing a game where every coffee and cab ride counts towards something bigger. The numbers make it sound smart. The average card in the United States offers 1 to 3% cash back. Sign-up bonuses dangle hundreds of dollars for hitting a target in the first months. 0% annual percentage rate banners promise a year or more with no interest at all. For Carlos, it starts with a new phone, then groceries, then dinner out. Each swipe frictionless, each tap feeding a points balance that grows faster than he ever saved with cash. The rewards come quickly. Cashback post to his account. Points add up, and the balance quietly rises. The card's app tracks every perk, every bonus, every statement credit. Carlos feels in control, even ahead. The system feels generous until it does not. A fingerprint unlocks the phone. Groceries, ride shares, streaming, every bill paid with a single tap. No pause, no PIN, no signature. For Carlos, the friction is gone. His card number is saved in every app. Autopay is the default. Just check a box and the minimum due vanishes from his mind. The bill pays itself and the balance keeps rolling. Mobile wallets now handle nearly half of US in-store card transactions. One-click checkout, stored credentials, and automatic payments are pitched as time savers. But they do something else too. They make spending feel weightless. The act of buying shrinks to a swipe, a tap, a silent approval in the background. The pain of parting with money is dulled, replaced by a sense of ease and efficiency. For banks, this is no accident. Studies show that when autopay is enabled, cardholders are twice as likely to pay only the minimum. The system nudges users toward inertia, just enough to avoid late fees, never enough to clear the debt. Each cycle, the statement resets and the minimum is paid. But the balance lingers and grows. The tools designed for convenience quietly accelerate the climb, pushing the balance higher with every invisible swipe. Maya sits at her kitchen table, statement in hand, eyes fixed on a line that says minimum payment due. It looks reassuring, just $25 this month. But the fine print reveals a different story. The formula is always the greater of a fixed dollar amount, or a small percentage of the balance, whichever is higher. For most cards, that means 1 to 3% of what you owe, plus any interest and fees, or a hard floor like $25. Over 80% of credit cards in the US use this rule, and nearly 40% of cardholders pay only the minimum each month. Maya does the math. With a $1,200 balance at 19% annual percentage rate, paying only the minimum would stretch her debt over 91 months, more than 7 years, and cost around $1,072 in interest alone. The number sits quietly on her statement, but the real cost is hidden in time. The minimum payment barely dents the principal. Most of what Maya pays goes straight to interest, not to shrinking what she owes. The bill promises safety, but it is a slow-motion trap, designed to keep balances alive and profits flowing. A single change transforms the timeline. Maya looks at a balance of $1,200 and chooses $50 instead of $25. The impact is immediate. Instead of dragging out for more than 7 years, the debt is gone in just 31 months, less than 3 years. The interest paid drops from over $1,000 to about $325. Month after month, the balance shrinks faster. Every extra dollar above the minimum slices away at the principal, not just the interest. The statement's warning box shifts, the years melt away, and the interest owed plunges. With each larger payment, the trap's grip loosens. The difference isn't just in speed, it's in freedom. What felt impossible on the minimum becomes manageable with a little more. The numbers don't lie. Doubling the payment nearly triples the pace of escape and saves hundreds. In a system designed to keep balances alive, this is the one lever that works. The choice is stark. Pay what the bank suggests and stay stuck, or pay more and break free. Interest doesn't wait. As soon as a balance survives the due date, the clock starts. Most cards use a daily periodic rate. That is the annual percentage rate divided by 365. So a 19% rate becomes 0.052% added every single day. That may sound tiny, but the effect is anything but. Each day, the interest charges stack not just on the original balance, but on yesterday's interest too. By the end of the month, the number on the bill is not just the sum of your purchases. It is the sum of every day your debt was alive multiplied by that daily rate, compounding quietly in the background. Some cards go further. Two-cycle billing means the interest is not just on this month's balance, but last month's too. If you carry debt across cycles, that twist can spike your charges by 20% or more, even if you have been paying down what you owe. The result is a balance that grows faster than it shrinks, a debt counter that ticks up invisibly, day after day. The system is built so that the cost of carrying debt accelerates under the surface, while the true price remains hidden until it is too late. A card slides through a reader. The purchase is instant, almost invisible. Behavioral economists call this payment decoupling. With cash, you feel the money leave your hand. With a card, that sting is gone. In lab experiments, researchers found that when people pay with credit instead of cash, the pain centers in the brain light up 30% less. That difference is not accidental. Every beep, every tap, every stored card makes the cost less real and the decision faster. Dr. Diane Arsenault, who studies the psychology of payment, puts it simply: when the cost is hidden behind a loyalty point balance, the brain registers far less loss aversion, spurring impulse buys. The system is engineered for comfort, not caution. As the friction disappears, spending turns automatic. Habit, not choice. The numbers prove it. A 1-cent authorization queue can drop the pain of paying by nearly a third. The less you feel, the more you spend. And with each effortless swipe, the balance grows, often unnoticed until it is too late. Credit card profits aren't just a byproduct, they're the engine. Last year, interest charges and fees made up nearly every dollar of revenue for the country's biggest issuers. For the average bank, over half of credit card income comes from interest alone, with fees like late charges and annual costs filling in the rest. The system's design is no accident. More than 4 out of 5 online payment portals set the minimum amounts as the default, not the full balance. That nudge makes a difference. When the minimum is the path of least resistance, inertia takes over. Balances linger, interest piles up, and the profits keep flowing. A former credit card executive put it bluntly: we test minimums until we find the number that keeps balances alive but under control. 1% is our sweet spot. Regulators have noticed. In 2024, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau fined a major issuer $12 million for displaying a $15 minimum payment when the real amount owed was $35. The bank was forced to redesign its statements and issue refunds. But the core incentive remains. As long as most borrowers pay just enough to avoid trouble, the machine keeps running. The system is built for slow repayment, not quick escape. Every day, nearly half of U.S. cardholders carry a balance, feeding a trillion-dollar industry built on quiet, relentless interest. The trap is not just psychological, it is engineered. But once you see the design, you hold the blueprint. The first step to freedom is knowing who profits when you pay. Stay sharp.